welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today it is time for Shop My Stash. I thought about maybe not doing Shop My Stash for the month of April just because I wasn't sure how much I was going to be wearing makeup, but I am still wearing makeup. I wear makeup to film videos. I wear makeup because I like to wear makeup. So I'm not just stopping wearing makeup even though I'm primarily gonna just be home doing, well, I mean work. I work during the week and then do home stuff all other times, but I like makeup. You know, I don't wear makeup just because I see other people. So I'm still gonna do Shop My Stash. So you're still getting this video and I'm very excited. I have emptied out a fair amount of my beauty box and I'm gonna be pulling for things to use for the month. If you're for some reason not familiar with what Shop My Stash is, it is a way to get use out of all of your makeup collection if you have a semi-sizable makeup collection. I like to do it where I pull new things in from my collection at the beginning of the month, use those things throughout the month, put them back in my makeup collection and pull for new things. So that is what we are doing today. I'm going to take you through all of my makeup collection, fill up my beauty box after that, and then just kind of walk you through what everything looks like. I am comfy cozy today in my big black sweater. It just kind of feels like that's what we need to be doing right now, is just being comfortable at home. All right, let's get started. All right, starting off in this drawer right here, this has my foundations, powders, concealers, and primers. I really minimized this drawer quite a bit. I don't have that much in any of these categories. I would like to expand some of these a bit, but for now, this is what we're working with. I am using up a foundation right now in a Project Pan, and then I also have the Fenty foundation that I was using last month that's not included in this drawer. So I would like to pull for at least one new foundation. I think that this is too dark for me and this one's too dark for me, so I only have these two foundations that I can pull for. I kind of want to use the e.l.f. Flawless Satin foundation. I think I pulled this in a couple months ago, but I don't really remember how I felt about it, so we're gonna bring that in. This is probably my least used foundation out of all of my foundations. And then in terms of concealers, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring in this Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. This one's actually, I think, pretty close to being used up, so it's possible that I might be able to use it up this month. We'll have to see, but that's gonna do it for those two products. I don't want to bring a primer in right now because I'm using up 2 sample primers, but I do need another powder. I think that I'll bring in this deluxe size of the Fenty powder. This is the Pro Filter Mini Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter. I only have a total of 3 powders in my collection: the Hourglass, the Fenty, and then a Ciate London one that we got in a BoxyCharm a couple months ago. So I kind of circulate through the 3 of them, and it is this one's turn. And that is going to do it for this drawer. Next we have blushes, bronzers, highlights, and face palettes. And the first thing that I want to bring in is this right here. This is the Tarte Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle. This is actually the Double Duty Beauty palette, and this has got a highlight and a contour shade in it. I usually don't pull this in for my Shop My Stash because this is primarily a travel palette for me, but not going to be doing much traveling in the near future, and I have had this for a fair amount of time, so I do want to bring it in to use. And let's see, I think I'm also, I want another blush. Do I want to bring in this? Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring in this Hourglass blush. This is the only single Hourglass blush I have. It is in the shade Mood Exposure. I really, really like these blushes a lot. They just offer such a soft color to the cheek. Really, really nice. Okay, so we're going to bring that in, and then I need a highlighter. Also, I've brought all 3 of those in recently. I kind of want to bring in one of these. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring in this Ofra highlighter. This is in the shade Glazed Donut. I'm pretty sure this one I got from Octoly a very long time ago, and then I think that I bought this one in the shade Pillow Talk. But it's been a while since I've used these. These do offer a lot of highlight, quite the bang on the cheeks and the high points of the face. But it's been a long time since I've used it, so I want to bring that one in. I kind of want to bring this in, but I think that it's a little too, yeah, I think that this is a little too dark for me right now. And that actually might do it, because I can always opt for an eyeshadow if I want something that's a little different for the cheeks. But for now, I think we're just going to go ahead and stick with this Ofra highlight. Okay, and that is going to do it for this drawer. All right, moving even further down into my palette drawer, the first thing that I'm gonna pull in is back here. It is the Kaleidos Cosmetics VR Neon palette. I haven't actually really used this fully yet. I did buy it, I think, end of last year, and I haven't really used it yet because the shadows inside scream spring to me, not so much fall or winter. But we are now in spring, and I also had a request to use my Kaleidos palette in a video, and I wasn't sure if they were referring to this one or the sci-fi green one, which I also have, but this one feels very spring to me, and I would like to play around with this, especially while I'm just sitting at home, and it feels like the perfect time to play around with bright shades like this. So that is the plan. I'm going to be bringing this one in, and I think... Ooh, I also want to bring in the Mint to Be palette. I have used this once, and I filmed a couple videos wearing that look, and I really liked it a lot. So I do want to play around with this some more because, again, I've only used it once. I think I used these 3 shades, a little bit of this shade, and I think a little bit of this shade up in the top right. So I've used a handful of shades in here, and they performed really well, but I'd like to dip into these really pretty shimmers in the middle, and just, you know, it's such a beautiful palette, and my first experience with it was really good, so I want to take some time to play around with it some more. I have a bunch of palettes still on my vanity from my Shop My Stash, so I don't know that I really want to bring that much more in. Okay, I think I want to bring in one of these 2 Tarte palettes. We first have the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself, and this is what the inside looks like. And then we also have the Tarte Be a Mermaid Make Waves palette, and this is what the inside looks like. Very sort of similar, like they give me the same sort of feel, and that they have these really beautiful shimmer shades, which is what I'm looking for. I want to play around with kind of a one eyeshadow shimmer look, like one glitter or shimmer shade all over the lid. And both of these can offer that, but I think I want to go with this one. I think I want to go with the Make Believe in Yourself. I don't think that these palettes are readily available, but you can sometimes find them here and there. They are really beautiful shades. I love Tarte palettes like this. If they ever come out with ones that have these really beautiful shimmer shades in them, I'm basically all over it. So we're gonna bring this one in, and that's gonna do it for palettes. We chose some good ones, some really fun, colorful eyeshadows. All right, so that's gonna do it for this drawer. Now let's move on to lips and some single shadows. All right, so I'm actually not gonna pull down all of my drawers because the only thing that I wanna bring out of them is this right here. This is a lipstick by Morphe. This was a gift from my friend at Christmas, and this is one of their liquid lipsticks in the shade Jealousy. It is a really pretty shade. Morphe was, I think, taken off of all of the cruelty-free websites in the last 6 months or so, so I don't purchase from them anymore, and I try not to show their products on my channel very much anymore, but I do really like this, and it was a gift, so I am going to go ahead and bring it in to use. I also am not the biggest fan of liquid, goodness gracious. I'm also not the biggest fan of liquid lipsticks anymore. I've kind of gotten on the bandwagon of more creamy lipsticks and lip glosses and tints and stuff like that. But again, I do like this one, so I am gonna go ahead and bring it in, and that's gonna do it from my Muji drawers. So let me reposition the camera and fill up my beauty box. Well, that was short and sweet. So this is what my beauty box looks like right now. I do have this foundation up here that I am project panning, which is why it's up here, is because I'm trying to get all the product down to the base. And then I also have these 3 e.l.f. palettes. These are the new e.l.f. Bite eyeshadows. I have, let's see, I have Berry Bad, Rose Water, and Cream and Sugar that I am currently testing out to do a type of review on. So I'm also using these, and that is why they are up here so that I don't forget about them. And then up here we have some of the rollovers from last month. Some of the things I've been using a lot are these two lip glosses. So I have the ColourPop Luxe in the shade Ticklish and also the lip gloss in Finders Keeper. And then I've also been using the ColourPop Just a Tint in the shade Always Right. I usually don't use this by itself, but I put this on and then put one of the lip glosses on top. I'd like to get more of these, maybe in deeper shades, because this one's just a bit light for me. And then I also have a Bite lipstick in Chai, but these three lip products I've been using quite a bit. And then I have this Audacious lipstick by NARS that's in a Project Pan, and then a few more Project Pan eye products over here. This drawer remains unchanged. I do need to pull in a new mascara, so let me actually do that real fast. I only have one more deluxe mascara left, and this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, so let's go ahead and pop that in there. This Marc Jacobs I've had for 3.5 months, so I probably need to toss this. It is still working decent, but again, I've had it open for over 3 months, and I think that that's the shelf life on mascaras, and the last thing I need right now is an eye infection. So you know what, no, we're gonna go ahead and take this out now, because we don't want to play around with eyes. And then this section over here remains unchanged. Next down, almost everything in here is new. So we have the foundation, concealer, and powder that we just brought in. And then we have the highlight, blush, and highlight and bronzer contour palette. And then I do have this glitter back here that just kind of stays in here. This next drawer down is pretty much empty. All I have in here is a spray that we got in BoxyCharm a couple months ago. It does feel kind of weird that this is so empty, but I don't know what else I would put in here, so there's nothing. I mean, I guess I could kind of like put these down here. Why not, I suppose? All right, and there are my palettes. So obviously the 3 back here and the 2 over here are in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project, and now we have the 3 colorful palettes right here. Alright, and there you have it. Those are all of the products that I will be using for the month of April. Unless, of course, I order something, because I'm not going to be going anywhere to get new makeup. I am interested in placing a Glossier order, so that may or may not be coming soon. We'll have to see. Let me know, are you wearing makeup during this whole self-isolation time? For me, it is kind of a happy time, a time to relax, and it also helps me keep up routine. I don't wear makeup every day nowadays. Sometimes I'll just fill in my eyebrows and that's it, or do nothing at all. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling in the morning, but it is a happy time for me. So let me know what you're doing to keep up your routine. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe for more content from me, don't forget to do so before you go. All of those buttons are down below, and I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.